Hello?
What's going on? What's going on? Everybody be right with y'all in just a second. Want to give everybody enough time to get into the room before we get this thing popping.
What's up, Brother Brooks?
What's going on, brother?
Make sure I'm on mute.
Not much, man.
Okay,
Right back on in just a second. I just want to get everything loaded up, give everybody enough time to get in. We'll be able to kick some good game tonight.
All right, let me go.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye. Later. Bye.
Yeah. HBO, I think. Yeah. Yeah. What it do? What it do? What's going on, everybody, man? Glad to have everybody in the building. We're going to get y'all in and get y'all out tonight. If y'all would, join me on video cam. There we go. There we go. I see some people piling in on video cam. Shout out to everybody that's in the room. Shout out to the whole Vending Vantage crew. Vend gang in the building. Yes, indeed. Shout out to everybody in. What's up, Nick and Sheena? What's going on, Ricardo, my partner? What's going on, Lisa? How are you?
What's going on? What's going on, everyone?
Man, we in
What's
here.
going on, Brother Brooks?
Man, we in here. I'm so glad to have everybody in here, man. How's the week's been going? Give me some highs and some lows, man. What's your high for this past week, and what's your low? And I guess I'll start off with me first. My high this week, we got through with the funeral, and my high would be that part of the journey is behind us now. Putting together a funeral is tough. So that at least that part is behind me. My low this week is that we had to temporarily close the hemp business just because there's an issue transferring different items of the business. You got vultures in every single business that are trying to come in and take everything. So we're going through some legal action now. And I was like, you know what? Let's just close operation until we got all of our ducks in a row and can really come out the way we want to. Plus, it's always good when you can start from the ground level and build your own thing up. We'll take all our knowledge that we have from that business and just make our own. So that was my highs and my lows for this week. Nick, Ricardo, Lisa, what are your highs and lows? Anybody can answer. Somebody give me a highs and lows for this week.
Okay, one of my lows is that vending machine, the HY900. I'm still having issues with the soda vending part of the soda on that combo. So I'm working hard to try to get that going. I got two of them, two slots that's not working. So I'm trying to get those going.
That's on that combo machine, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can show folks exactly what that looks like real quick. Let me see. Let me share it real quick. All right. So what we're talking about is this Sega HY900. Similar to this one, it looks like these kind of machines. Here we go. The Healthy for You joint usually is the HY900. These machines are Sega based. We've talked about these a couple times. I normally don't recommend Sega machines, but you kind of got this one for free, right? This was just already on location, right?
Yep. I'm just like I said, I'm just using it. It's not mine. It's the wise.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I mean, it's a free machine. They picked a bad machine. Um, now you see why I'm constantly against Sega machines, because they just have so many little small problems that are hard to fix, or it requires some outside help to fix those. But okay, so that was the low. What was the high this week?
After I put the card reader in, they start using it. So I am getting a good bit of sales. So
I
it
can't lie,
wasn't
that's what it's
they
about,
haven't
right?
yeah, they haven't been using it. I guess since it takes Apple Pay, they've been using the Apple Pay now.
So so that's been like you've seen a spike in your Apple Pay transactions because of that, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
because I think I ain't have it on there in like 2 weeks, and then once I put it on, this is the first week. Like the first day they started using it. I seen spikes in it.
Man, most people are using cards now. They're using digital payments. They're using cashless payments. I tell people all the time, if you don't have a card reader on your machine, you're severely losing out in the game. Severely. So
That's
it's
true.
good that
That's
you
true.
jumped in on that. So you saw an immediate. So before you put the card reader on there, was anybody using it?
They've been using it. I get about like one, two a day, but now it slightly jumping. I checked today is about like 6 people use it. 6 users, six vending off of it. So it's a day. So
Now, are you
it's
using Nayax or are you using Cantaloupe or any other systems? What system are you using?
I'm using Nayax.
Okay. Okay, cool. We gotta chop it up soon about the have you started the loyalty rewards program yet?
No,
We
I
gotta
have
chop
that
it up.
sticker on there, but I wanted to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta definitely chop that up. We'll probably put that like in a one-on-one until I get time to record the process step by step. It's lengthy, but when
Okay.
you get it done, it's a great way to increase sales and keep returning customers. People will bend over backwards to put money in that machine because they know that they're only 4 points away from getting a free snack. so
Yeah.
I'm all the way with it. Shout out to you though. But that's good. That's a good highs and lows, man. So congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting it, keep going at their heads with it, man, and knock it out, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks to you. Appreciate it. And
Hey,
everybody on there.
that's
This
you.
group.
Look, all I did was give you a lane. You the one drove. So that's you doing that. But I love to see it though. I love to see people take action on what we talk about. This is something we've been working on this inside of our one-on-ones. We've been working on this inside the group. We've been chopping it up. You've been supporting people while they won and you were watching. So that's important too. You put out that energy to not be a hater. You was like, hey, look, y'all doing y'all thing. I'm gonna get there too.
Oh
And
yeah. Because you'll learn. I mean, from everybody wins, you're gonna learn something.
absolutely. And I feel like a lot of times when adversity pushes you towards success. So
Yeah.
I dropped a quote today in the Discord, and I basically said, if the mountain was smooth, you couldn't climb it.
Yeah. I seen that. Yeah.
And so one of my partners, one of my mentors, dropped that on me this morning. Said, if the mountain was smooth, you couldn't climb it. And I said, "Ooh, so that adversity, the hard times, the rough patches, those things breed success. Those things breed achievement. And without those hard times, without that 9 months or 8 months or whatever, when you were trying to get it all together, without that, you wouldn't have the success that you have today. So that's what's up, bro.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Much love to you, brother. Much love to you. I'm gonna I open up the floor to Lisa, Nick. Anybody got any highs and lows for this week? I see Nick and Sheena is on there.
Hey, it's Lisa.
Oh, hey Lisa. All right. Highs and
Hi.
lows this week.
Not really highs. I guess that I'm still finding my way through. I got noticed there of a location in Marietta, but it's not. I guess the low is that it's not enough for me. It's not enough skin in the game for me. The location is for sale for about $1,200, but the hours are from Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I'm like, that's not enough. And it's only like 30 or 40. No, I think about 30 employees there. So I'm like, it's a good start, but I don't know.
And you're not wasting your money.
Hmm?
I said that's good that you see it and you're not wasting your money.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, it would be my first location, but I don't know if I want to start there because like I said, I told you before I work a 9 to 5, so that would be hard for me to, get there, before those hours or in between those hours. So I'm like, I'm not gonna put a bid in for that. So
you made the right.
It's good out there.
You made the right choice. I see your vision. I see where you're coming from with it. As far as with like your schedule right now, if it don't make sense, don't do it. Every deal is not for every person. So I appreciate the fact that you said no to that deal. And that's part of the game too. There's gonna be parts of the game where you're gonna have to say no. And you're gonna have to say this is probably not the right deal for me. $1,200 does sound appealing. That's not too bad of a price. But it might be for somebody else with the combo machine a little bit more.
Right.
So
but the 1,200 I was gonna negotiate anyway, like to maybe $1,000 like that. So I wasn't gonna pay him $1,200. So
you was gonna get it for 1,000. Yeah,
yeah.
You gonna knock it down. You was gonna knock it down. You a negotiator for real. So highs this week. Highs. So we saved some money. That's one high. But what's your high this week?
My high is, I don't know, that I'm still trying. I don't know.
Hey, that's a high.
I'm not giving up.
That perseverance is what you need in any business, any endeavor in life. You got to persevere. We persevere, as the egg. We persevere as the baby. We persevere as the infant. We persevere as people, and keep going. Don't give up. The only way you lose is if you give up. So you push it forward, and then you're being picky about what you want, so that you get the right location that fits you. So that's a win. You didn't waste any money. Right. So that means you didn't lose no money. That's a good thing.
Right. Absolutely.
That's a beautiful thing. Shout out to you for that, man. I want to give room for one more high and low today. One more high and low. I think I seen Nick and Sheena had their self unmuted. What's going on?
My high for the week. My box truck business has been booming.
Come on now.
I mean, I've been trying to figure out where you live at, man. I've been in Atlanta for like the last 2 weeks, like strong. And well, I've been kind of slow at moving on the vending stuff, but it's all working out together because I'm finding new revenues and stuff.
So let me ask you this question: with the box truck business, what all do you do? You just move product around? How does that work?
Everything. I do everything on the box truck, from moving for Krispy Kreme, Chick-fil-A, all types of stuff. Yes.
You getting big? Are you considering doing moving vending machines for people?
I thought about that too.
Might as well add that on into it as a service, because I mean, while you're doing all this other stuff, that might be another revenue stream too.
Right, because I was gonna add my number in the Texas and stuff and say, look, you got a machine over here. If it's worth me going to get it or whatever, I can go get it because I might be in the area and I can bring it back or take it to wherever I'm at.
Y'all need to tap in with Nick and Sheena, man. So if y'all need stuff picked up, that might be a good move. Ricardo, he tapping in, yeah, that's a good move right there. That sound like So tell me about the commercial side of you getting the big checks from Krispy Kreme. You got
Right.
getting the big checks
And free donuts. Free
and
donuts.
donuts. Come on, man. We need that. We need, we need.
Hey, look, I'm tired of donuts.
Look, you like, look, don't give me no more Chick-fil-A. Where is the chicken biscuits? We need you.
That
Send me some
that's what I be
chicken biscuits.
wanting, but they want to give out the little cheap like they get the good ice, you know what I'm saying? But we don't get them chicken sandwiches like, you know, they
They're not
sell
gonna
at the
do right.
place.
They're not gonna, but it's good that you have your business and you have multiple businesses that you're in. You're not just dependent on one stream of income to take care of all your
Right.
bills. You got multiple streams of income, which is what it's
Right.
all about. That's what it's all about.
Cause I got kids, five boys and one girl.
Now, is your plan later on to, I know a lot of people that I talk to in the vending group, they want to leave a vending machine to their kids.
Yes, I've been thinking about
Training
that
them.
too. My son. Yeah, I've
Right.
been thinking about giving my son because he's good at budgeting stuff, so he would be a good person fit for that.
That would be a great present to give your kid. Give your kid hey, look, I'm not giving you no allowance. You make your own money. I'm gonna help you do your business. I'm gonna show you how to do business.
Right.
A lot of times when we start businesses, especially in our community, the kids, we provide the better lifestyle for the kids. They go to college and all that, but they never come back and take over the businesses. But in other communities, it's like as soon as if your dad is a carpenter, you're a carpenter. If your dad is a
Right.
lawyer, you're a lawyer. Those kind of things. So, like, if your dad's in logistics and he does box trucks and he knows everything about moving stuff and he got vending machines, that's what our kids should be jumping into as well. Take that college education and apply it for the family business. And I promise you, you'll have a job for every child in the family. You'll have tax incentives and write-offs for every child in the family, especially if you set up a LLC. I mean, it's a phenomenal way to do it, and they could do it while they're in college. My son Jalil, he's right now at the Upward Bound program at Morehouse right now. So he's there, and Morehouse prestigious HBCU. And as soon as we walk in, there's a vending machine. And then as soon as we go down the street, down the dorm room, there's another vending machine. And so I told him, I said, everybody's worried about jumping on campus and spending money to go to school here. And somebody is in this campus making money off of the students. And he was like, Dad, I done seen 10 people use the vending machine today. So there is a bunch of money in vending that people don't think about. It's one of those below the radar things. But if you can get your kids into that, tell them still go to school, still go achieve. But here's a business that you ain't got to go put a job application in for. You don't have to worry about getting fired from it. All you got to do is come take it over when Pops is ready to sit down on his farmland and relax. Shout out to I don't know if that's your dream, but my dream is one day to be able to sit down on some farmland with my wife has expectation that we're gonna have the farmland with a lake. It's not gonna be too far from the ocean. And and my expectation is not gonna be too far from the city. So however that manifests itself, I'm going for it. So eventually we'll have that. Shout out to everybody that's leaving businesses for their kids to run eventually. Love to see that. Love to see that. Yes, gotta have some farmland. Gotta have that as well. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let's go ahead and get started. Shout out to you guys for jumping in. Let's get started. So I wanted to we gotta get that farmland. We definitely want to be able to get something big, but I want to talk about, I think me and Lisa, we talked about this before, a few others. We talked about going big on our aim. We want to go huge. And a lot of times we don't see that there's resources for us. So I want to kind of share some of my methodology and how I find different things. So let me ask you this question. Just, drop a 1 in the chat if you know your city council person. Excuse me, your city council person or your district person that runs your city or that runs your neighborhood that's in your city. Drop a 1 in the chat if you know that person. If you know that person, you know their first and last name, drop a 1 in the chat. If you don't know their name, drop a 0 in the chat. Okay. No shame in the game. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Okay, cool. Got some 1s, got some 0s. It's all good. With a little mix in there. All good. So the reason why I bring this up is because a lot of times your council person has resources that you need to be able to tap into. In business, one of the things that we neglect is resources. We want to go out and spend our own money a lot of times. We want to go out and make our own connections and do the marketplace method and cold call and cold email and have VAs do stuff. But sometimes you need to reach out to the council people in your city and your state because they might have resources. And so I was on a call today and we did some research for a council person, and they actually had they were actually the person that we did some research with today on our one-on-one calls. Again, if you haven't booked your one-on-ones, book your one-on-ones. They're very important for you to be able to grow. You don't have to do them every week, but as much as you can, try to get them in. But we went through on the one-on-ones and we found that his council person was over community development. This person was over the revitalization projects in his city. So you live in this person's district and they have resources for small businesses in their district. You're from their district. Not only are you from their district, you're a minority owned business in their district. So there's a bunch of development projects that are going on. And so now he's like, man, I can just reach out to this one person, introduce myself. And so that's what I want to kind of replicate today is, finding the person that's over your projects. Let's find a few of these projects, and then let's see if we can reach out to the council person tonight. So let's start off with, let's see who said 0. Let's go. Tiffany, can you tell me what city and state you're in? Tiffany is in Irving, Texas. And Tiffany, would you drop me your zip code, please? Okay, got it right there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you exactly how I go about the process of finding these people. All right, so we got City of Irving. I just typed in Irving, Texas City Council on Google. That's all I did, nothing fancy. And the first thing that pops up is the cityofirving.org, which serves as the official website for Irving, Texas, so we can find out who is in what location. So, mayor and city council, we want to find out who is on our city council. Again, we want to find this out because the city council normally can allocate resources or can point you in the direction of people that may have resources. So let's see. All right. So the city is governed by a city manager form of government where the city council sets city policy and the city manager is responsible for city operations. So let's find out who is the city manager. So let's put that up to the side. And then we want to find out who is over our district. So you might not know what your district is, but you can easily find that by having your zip code. But we're going to find it. All right. So responsibilities within Irving, they lead the city manager also leads the operation of all city departments, administrative and budgetary processes, which mirror the goals and set out by the strategic plan. So this person is really the person over everything. So let's see if we can find maybe staff directory, agendas, open government, construction updates. So this is what we want to see. We want to see what resources are available for people like us. So let's do construction updates to see what projects they're doing. Normally construction updates will be huge projects. They'll normally do the 700 plus housing development, or they'll put in their medical district. So let's see what we got. All right, so we got a couple projects. These are just road projects. So, all right, so let's go back to the mayor and council page, and let's find out who is our city council persons. So meet your mayor and council. Let's click that. All right. And then we need to figure out what district we're in. So Irving, Texas, let's go right here. So let's go Irving, Texas. And then let's find that zip code and put that zip code in there. I'll go back to that zip code. I got it right here. I don't want to put it all on because this is going to be recorded. So I don't want to put too much out there. Y'all don't be bothering her and her zip code now. Don't be weird. Is district. All right, so let's see. Irving, Texas. Okay. Oh, it doesn't tell me yet. Okay, we'll come back to it. All right, so here are some of our district city council persons. I wish they had like a little, okay, here you go, city district map. That's what we can find. So, all right. See, this doesn't give me a zip code. I need a zip code. Can you tell me by looking on this map who would be your city council person? Can you see that? Tiffany, can you see that on the map? Can you tell me kind of like, just give me a rough one. I don't know. Is J. Oscar Ward place 5? Botch.
I think it would be place 7, Kyle Taylor.
7. Okay, so let's go up to 7. Where is 7? There we go. So Kyle Taylor. Okay. So let's just, move forward with it. Let's say it's Kyle Taylor. So let's go down to Kyle's page, see what Kyle's talking about. All right, Kyle Taylor, we have his contact information, his email address right there, boom. And we have his biography, so we can kind of see what his missions or his okay, that's trying to get email. Okay, cool. So looking at the PDF, let's see what he's about. He's lived in District 7 since 2004. He's a part of the Heritage Society, Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. This is how a lot of Hispanics get that bag. They reach out to these folks. So let's continue going forward. Taylor is he's on a couple committee boards. He serves as Audit and Finance Committee, Planning and Development Committee. So this is the person that's going to be doing the planning and development of commercial properties. You need to be best friends with this person. He is also the council liaison for Building and Standards Commission, so he does the code. He's a part of the zoning board, the advisory committee on disabilities, and he's over the Parks and Recreation Board. He co-chairs the Irving Police Department's Behavioral Health Leadership Team. This is the kind of person you want to hit up. This is the kind of person you want to hit up. And what you want to do is you want to hit this person up. And what you want to do is you want to introduce yourself, as well as you want to ask him about opportunities that may be available in his area. So we'll go to Parks and Recreations in just a moment because they'll show some projects. But y'all know I'm going to go right to my best friend in the whole wide world. That's right, the undeniable Chat GPT bot. I'm telling you, if you're not using Chat GPT, you're getting lapped by people that are using Chat GPT. It is literally the go-to for almost everything that I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, Chat GPT, I want you to make me a introductory email. So create this is the prompt that I use when I reach out. I actually did this today on a one-on-one call. If you need help with this kind of stuff, reach out to me on the one-on-one calls. You don't have to do them every week if you've already set some stuff up in motion, but this is just good to kind of hone your skills. So we want to create a introductory email from, and I'm just gonna, y'all excuse the typos. God know my heart. God know my heart. Y'all know I got I got what is it, Grammarly? So I'm not gonna play no more. So Tiffany, what's the name of your vending company? Oh, she probably can't hear me. Tiffany, what's the name of your vending company? She probably can't hear me. So we'll just do it this way. We're gonna create a introductory email from okay, Crimson and Cream Vending. Got it. Sorry about that. Crimson and Cream Vending. All right, so boom, Crimson and Cream Vending to Councilman and asking, and what we want to do is we want to ask for vending opportunities in his district. He has an eye for minorities in his district, especially parks and recreation, for a woman-led small business. All right, so once we do that, we're gonna just let ChatGPT do what it does. So subject line, exploring vending opportunities for Crimson and Cream vending in your district, gives a phenomenal, just generic email, kind of introduces yourself to them. You can always dumb this down if you want to make it a little bit more succinct. You don't want to have it so long. You can always say, rewrite this shorter, make it on a 10th grade level. Sometimes people want to get right to the point. But with something like this, I would email this guy and I would attach a copy of your vending brochure. It's so important for us to have that vending brochure done, as well as put a link to your website. So, I like the way it starts out. Crimson and Cream Vending is committed to offering diverse and innovative vending solutions that cater to unique needs and preferences of our customer. As a small business owned and operated by women, we take pride and dedication to excellent and blah blah blah. So this is a great way to open the door to get some of that district, and he has a wide swath of area here in Irvine, Texas. So I mean, you could literally be running that entire district and being his poster child. A lot of times they also have discretionary funds. So the city may have a few dollars allocated towards the end of the year that they can give to businesses that are improving the community. They normally try to do these for nonprofits, but they do give them out for for-profit businesses. And especially if you built that relationship with them over time, it wouldn't be unheard of for you to be able to get some of that money. So that's just one way that you can find some of the resources. I'm going to look at Parks and Recreation because that's his thing. And they have several events. It would also be good for you guys to get in on some of the in-person events. Look at this, Irvine Summer Fun. This is aquatics. So that sounds like to me some of the great events that he'll probably be a part of. You might want to even get on his calendar. A lot of times the assistants will give you access to like whenever he's going to be at public events. You can kind of follow and meet your people. And so like they have a water park here. Looks like they have swimming programs, and it would be great for you to be able to offer the fun vending experience that only Crimson and Cream Vending can offer. They also have day camps. So if you look at recreation, they have day camps, they have after school programs, they have special need programs, they have teen programs. All of these places may not qualify for vending machines, but as long as you start getting on the radar, and I'm sure some of these locations will have 50 plus people, especially the teen programs. So I would definitely look into some of those programs, especially if he's going to be a part of those. Look at that crowd in front of that building. Wow. So teen programs, look at this building. This is the Lively Point Youth Center. Telephone numbers right here. You get in good with that city council person. And then here is the Recreation Center supervisor. Email Patty Danko. So that's a lead right there. And then here's the lead recreation coordinator. You can hit her up and you can hit Kinsley Cunningham. So this is just one way for you guys to, I got you, May. I recorded the thing from the beginning. May is like, wow. So guys, resources are here. We just have to be able to tap into those resources. There's so many ways for us to find this stuff, but it behooves us to know where to look. So I want to give you guys a heads up of where to look. So that was Irvine, Texas. I want to do one more. Can somebody drop me a city and state in the chat? Can't be Texas this time. Don't want it to be Atlanta because I'm already in Atlanta. That's kind of not fair. Can we do one? Somebody that hasn't had a chance for me to go through and do one. Sacktown? Can we do Sacktown? Can we do Sacramento? If y'all are cool with it, I'm gonna do Sacramento. Hold on, let's see if we can do Sacktown. Put the music on. Are y'all feeling Sacktown? We'll do one more. Okay. Tiffany says she's down for Sacktown. Sacramento, the Bay Area. The town. Yes, indeed. Okay. The Empire. All right. So anyway, so that's just one easy way for us to be able to find vending locations and be able to get in contact with the appropriate people. Now, I always want you to get in contact with your city council person because that is the power. If you want to be able to get into these places and you need somebody that's going to give you the shoe in, a city council person is a great move, especially if you know somebody that knows somebody. It's not about what you know. It's a lot of times, y'all have heard this before, it's about who you know. So we're going to look up Sacramento right now. If you would, Ms. Copeland, could you drop your zip code for me? And I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did before. I'm just going to type in Sacramento, California City Council. And then we're gonna go through it together. And again, you're going to use ChatGPT as a tool to do most of the heavy lifting because we don't have time to. Okay, so I got your zip code, and now I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And this is just an easy way for you to be able to find locations. This is something you can do anywhere. Every city has this. And then, I mean, maybe I'll do a recap play for a county level because there's the city level, but then there's also the county level. County always has a little bit more money than the city in most cases. Just because county collects taxes on a county level and they're huge, you can have several cities or small towns inside of one county. So I just want to just give you that. The city is great, but then there's also the county commissioners that you want to look at. But right now we're at the City of Sacramento's website, cityofsacramento.gov. And now we're going to go through the councils. So the mayor is Daryl Steinberg. And now we're going to find our council members. Now, you wouldn't happen to know what district you're in, would you? Let me go back. I'll close this off. You wouldn't happen to know what district you're in, May, would you? I'm either Google it. Yeah, she's like, nah. She's like, nah, I don't know that one. Sacramento, Sacktown, Sacramento, California, and then we'll do Sacramento, California district is. Okay, so you're in the San Juan Unified School District. That's not what I'm looking for. What is the district name? What areas in District 2? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Normally, sometimes they have like little, they have like a thing, like on the one in Las Vegas, they had it where you could just put in your zip code and it would tell you exactly what district you're in. Well, let's just go through this real quick. If any of these names look familiar to you or you've heard these names before, let me know. Okay, here we go. Find your council representative. I love it. I love when they have it easy like this where you can just find it. So I'm just going to put in the zip code. I'm not going to put the whole thing in. Oh, it won't let me do it with that. I would have to put your address in. I don't want to put your address in because this, okay, you in Elk Grove. If you got like a general address, but I don't want to put your address in, right? Somewhere nearby. But anyway, it don't matter. We'll figure it out. I'll let you do that. You'll do that part yourself. Don't put your address in because you know you never know, weirdos might be in here. But let's look around. Let's say Karina is your person. So let's click on Karina. Karina seems cool. Let's see what Karina's talking about. Yeah, you gotta be careful too in California, man, because y'all have had some scandals with y'all city peoples. Shout out to Cali, but y'all be having some scandals. Yep. I'm not gonna put your stuff out there. All right, so let's look at what she's talking about. So Councilman Tate is a public service. She's a small business owner as well, so that might be good. And she's a first generation Latina. As a daughter of working class parents, they worked hard to sacrifice and tireless. So she's going to be a person that's going to be a good person to talk to about small business. So let's look at some of her resources. So District 3 resources. Let's see what they got. So if we're in the District 3 resource area, they have business associations. They have a Hispanic chamber. Y'all, that's another thing too. Hispanic people are going out and making sure that they have chamber of commerces for themselves. That's something that we need to be really looking at. If you know, I don't know what people's background is. I know we have some people that are Caribbean, some people that are from the continent. I know we have a lot of people in the group that are Black Americans. We need to really, really, really be focused in on making sure we have some Black American Chamber of Commerces for ourselves. We got to have that, y'all. We got to have that. It's such an important thing. We have to make sure that our council people, they're getting more than just our free vote. They need to be pouring money into our communities. And this is just one of the ways that they can legally do that. But anyway, so she's a part of these different business associations. There's a bunch of neighborhood associations. We're not looking at those. We need resource. So let's see if she got any resources that we could use. Let's see, District 3 boards and committees. All right, so she's a part of the Downtown Sacramento Revitalization Corporation, Lower American River, okay, boom, boom, boom. Stadium Area Enhanced Infrastructure Financing District Public Financing Authority. So she got some money. She's also part of transportation. She's also part of the Public Library Authority. So this would be a person that I would reach out to. Okay, here in Sacramento, I'm becoming a member of the Black Chamber Commerce. Okay, good. We need that. We need that because they are unapologetic about having a Hispanic one. We need one too. We need, if you're gonna do it for one, do it for all of them. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have a council for all of it. But let's continue looking. This one, it doesn't give as much what I would like. Doesn't give as much as what I would like. Like the last one was pretty straightforward, but you would still be able to email her. You would still be able to reach out to her. And then she also has her Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So I would also follow her on those platforms. And then I would just reach out. So it's at Contact District 3. So boom, here's the email and here's a telephone number if you wanted to reach out to her via telephone number and be able to kind of get those resources popping. These folks, this is what they get hired to do. They don't get hired to do these city positions because, oh, they're going to be a great city planner. Many of these people don't have any background in this stuff. They just want to go out and help. And so I would challenge you guys to go out and get those resources because they are responsible at the very least for allocating those resources. And if you don't go out and make sure that you're getting earmarked for those resources get allocated to you, they will allocate them to the causes that they deem near to their heart. So if they're Latino, of course they're going to allocate money to Latino groups, unless you come in and say, hey, look, I want a piece of that money. I got to have a piece of that money. Let's see what the mayor's talking about. Let's go back to mayor and council. This is Steinberg. And you can also reach out to the mayor too. Don't let that title fool you. I would say definitely you want to even reach out to the mayor sometime because they may, a lot of times mayors just need something to kind of give them a boost in the polls, especially if it's an election year. So you want to be cool with mayors. I was in Montgomery, Alabama, and I was so cool with the mayor. And I really didn't have I didn't have any police issues because I was cool with the mayor. The mayor was really cool. I got pictures with him and everything. And he was just a country white boy. We had nothing in common, but he was like the coolest dude ever once you got to know him. And he was a phenomenal drinker. Shout out to Mayor Todd Strange. He was all right. Shout out to my boy. He would drink that whiskey. Shout out to Mayor Strange. So let's look at the resources. Let's see what they got for you in this area. Let's see what they got. Okay, so you got a couple community centers. Okay, so you got Bell Coolidge Community Center, Evelyn Moore Community Center, and Oak Park Community Center. I already know this in the hood. They got a Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Y'all know they be putting it be in the hoodest areas. They got MLK Street. In Atlanta, y'all, it is the hoodest area. But this is cool. This is a cool little spot. Okay, you can actually get in here. They got gym memberships. And I think they have a contact. So here's a phone number, and here is a email address. 21,000 square feet. May, they got every MLK street in America is in the hood. I'm sorry, y'all know I'm telling MLK Boulevards, MLK Street. If they got jailhouses named after Martin Luther King, I'm like, I don't think my boy would have wanted that. I don't think my boy would have been. Y'all locked him up in there. I don't think he would have. But here we go. So amenities in this area, they have a meeting room for rental, multi-purpose room, warming kitchen, auditorium. This is a phenomenal, they didn't say anything about vending machines. So this would be a phenomenal place for a vending machine. They can accommodate small gatherings, probably 30 people is the minimum, and large gatherings of up to 250 people. You're going to make some money. You're going to make some money. And they're open Monday through Friday. For the Rec Express, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Teen Scene is from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Literally, this is a phenomenal place. Youth Jam, they have stuff going on all the time at this place. They have a gym fitness center here. I would inquire about those spots. Just looking at some of the photos, I don't see anything that tells me that they don't have access to vending machines. They may have some vending machines, and even if they do, you want to hit them with, are you satisfied with what you have, right? You want to hit them, are you satisfied with what you have? So there's a bunch of different places on here. These are all the community centers look like in that area. This one community, this district over here that this girl is over, she has a ton of places. Shout out to her. And I'm sure she wants somebody to come in and say, hey, look, I want to be able to provide you with any services, not only community center, but how can I be a part of the golf courses? Look, they got golf courses here. There's room for you to put a vending machine in a golf course, y'all. Glass front, look at all these golf courses here. And they are required to work with some of these small businesses. Look at all these different businesses that they're already working with. You can have your business working right there. And then let's look at parks. So there's a bunch of parks. Let's see if they got any construction going on in parks. Maybe some new parks are being developed. Yeah, they got improvements going. So while they got the improvements going, this will be a great time for you to reach out. Here's a telephone number and email address. Yeah, this would be a great, and then the individual park construction. Look at that. You got project managers right here. This is the people you got to talk to. Look at all these project managers right here that you can talk to directly and get those locations. Look at that. Is this, oh yeah, this is being recorded. I'll have it up tonight. But I just wanted to give you guys this because, a lot of times we talk about persistence, and persistence is great, but a lot of times we put a lot of energy out into trying to find locations, and you just need a little bit of steering. You could press the gas as hard as you can and hope for the best, or you could press that gas and use that steering wheel. And so I want to help give you guys the steering wheel of what you need to be doing. This is something I'm looking at right now for my own business, is using the city and state resources that are already available to us. This is what, Canteen and some of these larger places are doing, but they have an obligation, at least at the federal level. I know they do it on a lot of federal contracts. They do it on a lot of city and state contracts, but I'm not sure about county. But for a lot of them, they have subcontracting requirements. So they want to go out and give a small business 1 or 2 locations. That completes and checks a lot of boxes for, hey, are you giving money to minority-owned businesses? Are you looking out for women-owned businesses? And that gives them even more allocation for money next year. So they're looking for that. They're looking for your businesses, and all you have to do is just apply yourself and get that. So every city, as long as they're pretty big, they should have one. You can find this in Savannah. Atlanta has a bunch of them. Atlanta has a lot of opportunities, but Atlanta has some additional red tape. They want you to get another license or permit. It's a permit to do vending downtown, which I'm working on that now. But once you get it, though, very few people have it. So you'll be able to be at the top of the list when it comes to contracts and being able to get some things going. So yes, please check this out, y'all. Anyway, I want to give y'all a few more minutes to ask questions. I got about 5 minutes before we head out. Yes, this is being recorded, so thank y'all so much for the asking. And I don't live on MLK, but I'm not too far from it. Shout out to the hood. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the hood. Go ahead, man. May, I can't hear you. Go ahead, man. Oh, she must not be on. I'll just mute. I'll mute you back. I'll bring you up when you're ready. All right. Any questions? All right. Well, this is a phenomenal one today, man. I really wanted to break that down for you guys and give y'all some additional leads. And I like the way that the city does it. The city is amazing because they give you the name, the number, and the email address. They want you to reach out to some of these folks. They want you to reach out about some of these construction projects. Again, for the ones that I talked to in the group, we are still looking for locations for you guys. We're still working on Atlanta, Dallas, Florida, Brooklyn, New York, and Los Angeles. We're working on those locations right now. Really pushing it and pounding the pavement on those. Shout out to I'm finna double back with Montgomery now. Come on now. I'm finna double back with Montgomery. But I wanted to give you guys this just an update. Montgomery has some interesting opportunities too. I know another girl in the group is looking at some stuff in Montgomery and surrounding areas, but look up. Somebody's going to get that contract eventually for that water park. I know we talked about the water park that's in Montgomery, Alabama, that's newly built. Montgomery hasn't had a lot of new stuff being built. So they're building a new water park in Montgomery, and it's going to be massive, and it's going to bring a lot of attraction in because there's nothing really in the area to bring you in. So because of that, I've been pushing the pavement like, hey, look, somebody find out who getting that contract because they're going to need, they got white water rafting, but eventually people going to be like, man, let me get a Fanta. Let me get some Coca-Cola or something, right? And I don't want Coke or Buffalo Rock to get that. So I've been pounding the pavement, and everybody that I know that's in the group that's from Montgomery, I've been telling them, look, hit them up. Now they've been saying that they're not ready yet for vending opportunities, but persistence is the key. Hit them up and get cool with Mayor Reed. who don't need. He said he don't need the black vote. Shout out to he don't need the black vote. He don't need y'all. Y'all thought I forgot about that. He don't need y'all. He got 35% of the non-black vote. He's fine. He said he's okay. But you have to deal with politicians, y'all. That the reality of it is black folks don't vote enough like they used to. We came out. I remember the last time I seen a bunch of black folks at the poll. It was when Obama was running, and both times we was in there heavy. I voted for Michelle. Michelle was that's my girl. I voted for Michelle, but shout out to but you got to play the politics role. Sometimes you got to play that politics role, and you have to reach out to people that may be political opponents. I've actually gotten more done with Republicans because their motto is all about the business. They always want to build up businesses, and they want to give you contracts instead of grants. They want to really build you up. Now, grants are amazing. I who don't like free money, but free money is often not free. There's going to be quantitative and qualitative numbers that you have to put out to show, hey, you gave me $5,000. I was able to get 2 vending machines. We was able to do over the course of a year, 32,000 products were sold to XYZ group or whatever. So you have to really fluff it up for those grants. But with business, even if you take a loss, they're like, okay, that's fine. We're going to pour more money into you, and we're going to make sure you get a mentor. So, work with whoever you got to work with, because at the end of the day, it ain't about the red party or the blue party. It's about that green party. So go get that money. Much love to everybody that came through the chat, man. I appreciate you guys, and I'll have the replay back up in a moment. But I really appreciate everybody that's in the group. Keep winning, keep going, and keep persevering. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.